to talk about how to get what you want almost every time. So the short answer is all you have to do is ask. A little bit of a longer answer is, first of all, figure out what you want, why you want it, when you want it by, and then be very clear and concise when you ask for it. So I'm going to give you a few examples. As kids, if we're hungry, we say, I want food, or I want a hot dog, or I want some strawberries, or whatever. As adults, for some reason, we lose that ability to ask clearly and concisely what we want. Now, not all of us have lost that ability. Some of us are very good at it. But many times what I see is people infer or imply certain things to other people in their life, and then when those particular inferences or implications aren't recognized, then the implication or the inference that you made or someone made towards someone else goes unnoticed, and then that person that made those implications gets upset, and then they go ahead and do whatever it is that they wanted to do, and then now they're upset and they're resentful towards the people that didn't catch the inferences or the implications. For example, let's just say that you're cooking and there is a overflowing trash can, or a trash can that needs to be dumped, and you say, ooh, that trash can is full and it's smelly. And the person next to it goes, yeah, it is, and walks away. Well, you implied that you wanted them to dump the trash, or that the trash needed to be dumped, but you didn't specifically ask, please dump the trash. So you stop cooking and you dump the trash, and you're really resentful, and you're like, and you throw the trash away, and then you refill up the, like trash can liner. The easier way for you to get that is to just say, hey, so-and-so, would you please dump the trash for me because I'm cooking? Now, when you ask someone something and you're very clear and concise about it, don't be upset if they say no. Maybe that other person is busy, or maybe they have physical limitations or whatever. But one of the easiest ways to get something is to figure out what you want and be very clear and concise when asking about whatever it is that you want. If you're asking something of someone, do it in a very tactful way, do it in a respectful manner, but also respect the answer that they give you when you are asking them something. Let's just say that you come home from work and you had a really challenging day. Instead of just spouting off to your partner, oh my God, you're never gonna guess what happened, blah, 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 blah. Maybe your partner had a really challenging day too, and maybe your partner is one of those people who likes to fix things. And so as you're talking and venting, your partner starts to get overwhelmed and is like, oh my God, maybe it even starts a fight because your partner's thinking, oh my gosh, now I have to fix this, and I can't I can't handle this because I had a really challenging day too. And then, so maybe it results in a fight. So one of the ways that you could have handled it differently is to ask your partner, I don't want you to fix this. All I'm asking is that you just listen. I had a really challenging day and I just need to vent for 5 minutes. And maybe your partner is like, okay, sure. And then you vent, and 5 minutes later you're done, yay. And your partner doesn't feel the need to fix it because you expressed and asked for your partner to not fix it, to just listen. Or maybe your partner says, can we do this in about an hour? Because I had a really challenging day myself and I really just need to kind of decompress on my own. So honor and respect the answers that you get. If you are someone who likes to infer or imply that something needs to be done, and you start to play the victim or the martyr because people don't catch your implications or your inferences, and you're like, oh, I've got so much work to do, and oh my gosh, and you start to be this kind of drama queen about it, know that that's your own stuff, and that in order for you to lighten the load for you, allow yourself to really be able to articulate the frustration that you're feeling, the overwhelm that you're feeling. Allow yourself to be able to say, I don't want to do this on my own. I know that people think that I want to do this on my own, or because I've always done it on my own, but I really don't want to do it on my own. And allow yourself to be very clear and specific, and I need help doing this. And know that when you ask for help, it's not being vulnerable. It's not being less than. It's not being anything less of a human, because many people don't ask for help because they're like, well, I can do it, you know, just as easily or quicker on my own. I don't want to burden anybody else. I don't want to put anybody else out. Yet you then hold resentments towards those people and this heavy energy because you feel that, well, I have to do this all myself. And it's kind of this double-edged sword. So don't feel less than or like you're putting anybody out by asking for help. Most of the time, people don't know that you need help because you just do it on your own and you just do it yourself, and then wonder why you're having a kind of an attitude about it or why you're feeling resentful. It's like, well, what's the deal with her or him? You know, so if you feel yourself resentful towards others because you have to do it all yourself, if you feel like you're overwhelmed because you have so much to do, start asking, start recognizing that you can ask for help. And when you ask for help, it's not being a burden on anybody else, and it's not putting anybody else out, and it doesn't show that you have a lack of physical abilities or mental abilities or whatever. It just shows that you want to get something done quicker or in a more easier manner. Simply because it's just easier to do something with someone else. And yes, there are people that, well, no, because then I have to explain it and then they're not going to do it my way. Then you have to ask yourself, why are you choosing to resist sharing the burden of responsibility, if you will, with someone else? I've been there, I've done that, and it's so much easier to teach someone else how to do something and do it together. It might take a little bit longer sometimes, but you have that camaraderie and you have that community with the other person that you ask to help you with. And so that task that you do together, there's that companionship, and there's that time together that really makes doing that task just a little bit more enjoyable. So if you find yourself resentful or feeling that martyr syndrome of, oh, I have so much to do and nobody to help me, really get over yourself and ask for help. Really start asking for help. And so that's the easiest way to get what you want in life, is for one, figure out what you need help with and ask, and be very clear and concise about it. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media platform, as well as an email. If you've really loved it, please subscribe so you won't miss one single episode of Fearless Friday. Until next week, I'm wishing you a fearless and fabulous day. Bye-bye.